Hello guys, and welcome here on my YouTube channel, this Dao English channel. It's me Marcus from Dao Trading, and in this video I want to talk about how to control your emotions in trading. And by the way, there's only one path to control the emotions. So don't be annoyed about the sounds and the noise around, because I'm live here still in Bangkok, and today is the first time, or the first day. I have the feeling it's winter time because we are around about 24-25 degrees now. The wind is it's a little bit windy, and this is really comfortable in comparison to the last 6 weeks I'm here. We had raining season 33, 34 and rain every day. So this is really lovely today. And I'm happy to make this video for you here live in this wonderful place. In the back you can see it's live here in Bangkok. So about the topic, how to control emotions. You will find a lot of videos online. People talk about the psychology in trading, about discipline and your mindset. But to be honest, we want to talk about logic. So how you can talk about mindset if you don't know how is your physical brain working? Because the mindset is a part of your physical brain. If you don't know how the brain is working, how you will know how the mindset is working? Okay, let's start. And part of my education, and education never stops. If you have a good mentor, you make experiences in the past, make all those experiences. So part of my education is and will ever be neuroscience. So let me tell you something about your physical brain. For your thinking, there are two parts in your physical brain responsible. First part is your prefrontal cortex, second limbic system, third basal ganglion. I guess the second one is really well known. It's the limbic system, and you know it's responsible for your emotions. Prefrontal cortex and basal ganglion are not really that well known. I want to explain a little bit. Your prefrontal cortex is responsible for your conscious thinking, which means your logical thinking. But this prefrontal cortex is really limited, because only 4 thoughts at the same time, we talk about in 1 second, you can think in a conscious way. So, but by your 5 senses, smelling, tasting, touching, hearing, seeing, you have 65 mental imprints, or we can say mental thoughts, in 1 second. But you can handle just 4 in 1 second in your prefrontal cortex. If you think that through, now you know why you're always overwhelmed, especially when it comes to trading. So now you have to imagine your prefrontal cortex is like a stage in a theater. And there are only 4 actors that can stand at the same time on this stage. But 65 actors running in every second over and crossing your stage. This is why you always overwhelmed. This is by the point why we are fighting, why we are arguing with people. Because now there is a connection to your limbic system. The moment you get overwhelmed is the moment you cannot think in a logical way anymore. And at that moment, your limbic system takes over, and the limbic system is the place where your emotions take place. And then there is a fluently excess connection to your basal ganglion, and the basal ganglion is the part of your brain where your drivings and where your routine programs take place, and then they take over, and you do what you ever do. You start arguing, you start fighting, you do whatever you ever do. For example, your mind, your brain just knows 2 ways, away or to. Away if you feel uncomfortable, and to or forward or into something when you feel comfortable. Just this one or this way, 2 ways. So now, how to control the emotions in trading. you're always on the right edge of the chart. You cannot look into your future. You can interpret, you can guessing, you can gambling, you can speculating, but you will never know. Which means you need to think in a logical way. If you remember, I told you very often trading is a game of mathematics, therefore it's logic. The price is developed by volume, numbers, just mathematics, just logic. That means at the right edge of the chart you have to ask logical questions, not guessing, not interpreting. Ask logical questions. And oh, what's the market going on is not a logical question. The question must be where can take place the next move that you can make money. So therefore 5 logical questions. What to do, how, when, where and why. Repeat. What to do, how, when, where and why. So, and only if you have a clear strategy with clear rules for your entry and the exit, then you can answer the 5 logical questions with 5 logical answers. If you don't have a strategy, if you don't have rules, if you don't know what to do in entry and in exit, you cannot answer the 5 logical questions with 5 logical answers. And the problem is your prefrontal cortex must find logical answers. Otherwise, and this is not optional, you have no choice. Otherwise, your limbic system takes over with emotional decisions, and then you do the routine program. You do whatever you do. You trade your stop far away, you trade aggressively because you don't want to lose money anymore, you don't want to lose your profits anymore. So you do and you make decisions on an emotional basis. And that's a problem. In a game of mathematics, you can make money in an emotional way on the short run, but not on purpose, duplicable, repeatable on a long way, on a long run. Not possible. So, and here we go. That's the only way, and I call it the path of logic, which leads you out of the circle of suffering. Because as long as you make emotional decisions, you are still captured and prisoned in the circle of suffering. And the path of logic is the only way who can lead you out of this circle of suffering. So the only point is how to control your emotions is with pure logic. So it requires clear strategy, clear rules for entry and exit. That's the only way. Let me repeat: what to do, how, when, where and why. If you don't have a strategy, if you don't have rules for entry and exit, you must make emotional decisions. So, and that's the only way how to control your emotions. If you hear YouTube videos that people tell you you have to turn off your emotions in trading, then you know it's not a real trader. Because a real trader knows you cannot turn off your emotions because you're a human being. You are not a robot. You don't have an emotion chip you can turn off or pull off and then you do robot things. It's not possible. But what you can do is to control the emotions, but only with pure logic. So now you can figure out how to do it by yourself, or as my experiences, there is a faster way. If you have a mentor, if you have a community, this is why I offer my online logic course, and of course my Dao Hao family, because there we work every day together to control emotions by making logical decisions. So it's your choice. You can do whatever you want. But now you know how to control your emotions, and now you can find your own way. Thank you for listening. Maybe you want to subscribe. Maybe you want to share this video. I would love it. And we will see each other again. I hope so. So as always, have courage and be kind. And may the force of the logic be with you. See you. Bye-bye.